Hey, it's all about Faith. How's everybody doing? Welcome back to the channel. Orlando Pirate 2 TS Galaxy 0. We have just made it 6 out of 6. We top of the log, baby. This is your player ratings show, Happy People TV. I'm your host, KP, and as you can see, I am with my partner, Coach Auba Gruntida, bruh.
Hola, 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 mapaganea. Happy birthday, happiness is a keeper, top of the log, Azish.
And happy birthday to Dian Hoto. Today is the player rating show, and yeah, like I said, 2-1 to us. I mean 2-0 to us against TX Galaxy away from home. 6 out of 6, top of the log. We have given Mangoba Mniti and his players a very big headache. I think they're playing tomorrow. We are 6 points clear. Man, it couldn't be better. It couldn't be better. So yes, here we go. Player ratings. Mr. Coach, you can give me maybe a little bit of overall what you call this thing, rating of the game, or what? Not rating, but just your feelings of the game and
Sure,
where we
sure,
are this season. Quick, Nyana, before we get into the numbers, before we crunch the
sure,
numbers.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm too. I'm glad I was sitting at our game of Fandak, to be completely honest. Tonight we had a job to do, and we did it. Our only priority was to make sure that we end the night. 6 points clear of Sundowns.
Mm-hmm.
Now they have to play against Cape Town City and
Mm-hmm.
the mental battle at the same time. So, but I feel that sharp span, not that easy of a game, but an open game, fair, as a
Mm-hmm.
neutral, nice and entertaining, nice and open. Anybody could have enjoyed it. The fans came out as well. But I not Kileka span in field two, Kileka quality point. I'm glad we did it. Wasn't the prettiest of displays, but hey, got the
Yeah.
job done, man. And we move on to the next game.
Yeah, Baba. So let's get into it. Sipo Chain. Let's give this man a rating. Kiko paho qala. Mfethu na Chain ichu. Actually did not see anything wrong with what he did today. I think he had a solid chain performance. He did not have any major saves to make actually. So because he didn't have too much of a job, I'll give him a 7. Why not?
I'm fit too. One net chain is 7 on a bad day, well, this season at least. Since he doesn't have a lot of defensive work to do, Kenaga, what he does on the ball, and I think
Mm-hmm.
he's doing really well. So nice performance. He owned that defensive third on the ball. Yeah,
Yeah.
7 brag.
7 it is. Yeah, I had actually put in the graphic as 7. Also, Ketubu, and I was like, snap, let me take it out. Maybe he's going to do something different. Maybe he's going
Nah,
to do
nah,
something
nah.
different. I feed. I like it. I like it. For the Pirate, we move on to the next player. Tabiso Mounyani got off injured, but he played a significant part of the game. I'm just not remembering when he got injured. How do you feel about his comeback start?
Munyana has done well the few times. The number of times he's played since Van Rooyen, Afihlile, and he's given good 7 performances from me. Actually, I have seen nothing wrong.
Mm-hmm.
He's yeah, everything he had to do, he did his job correctly. In fact, because of that, I guess I'll take it down to a 6.5 because he did his job pretty well. But yeah, nothing to write home about, to be completely honest. A nice
Nakbat
day at the office.
Nakbatlonsa point five here, bitch. He doesn't deserve it.
Yaqala jwale.
He doesn't
Sure,
deserve
sure.
it. He doesn't deserve it. Um, I in fact, issue and like now that we're talking about him, I am feeling the fact that we missed him, and we did
Okay.
not, and that right hand side started to look better. You know what? I'm starting to get it now. He goes under the radar, right?
Mm, mm.
Um, I have a lot to say. Maybe we'll do a separate video about Munyane versus Van Rooyen, or a video about why Van Rooyen is better than Munyane.
Okay.
But can you allow me to take down the rating from a 6.5 to a 6 by giving him a 5.5 myself?
No, so qadile ka the manipulations is a how
Hey, tlamehile re
a re be go
manipulate
6.
ntswe.
A
Yeah.
re be go 6 because yeah, a re be
Hey,
go 6. Mara
nna ha ke
manipulation
mo
ya
fa
how
5.5
ra
o.
emisa e.
Yeah.
A sa emela. Now you will give the ratings first, why, and I will respond because one manipulator prior. Sharp. I came last day 6, it go over 6. It go over how.
I feel it. Let's move on to the
I
next
watch it
man.
nnete ke a bona.
Thabiso Sesane. Yeah.
Sesane, okay, why is it Wavari Galaxy were very terrible at the back in our
In
third.
attack.
Yeah, the final third never sharp. Sasani cleaned up. We had to not always had one or two shaky clearances. I don't really need him for 6.5.
Hmm.
I think he had a decent game.
I think he had a better game than 6.5. He was the chief distributor vandaag. Every time we had that, I don't know if it's always like this, but I think maybe because I was focusing on the long balls, I whole look up some. I think even if you look at possession, we had low possession and whatever. We were playing primarily long ball, so he was the chief distributor. But because of what you said, I think I can agree with that 6.5. I don't rely too much. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let me not think too much. Hi guys, how you doing? How you doing? This is the player rating show. If you guys have your own ratings, shout out to Nomsa, giving us a whole ratings from our previous player ratings. But yes, if you guys feel like you have your own ratings that you would like to give the people, much appreciated. Just put it in the comment section around down somewhere. I can't point where it is. I'm trying to point, but yeah. Thank you very much. And besides that, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and share it to your fellow Paganeers. So as we are saying this, we are giving a 6.5 rating to Thabiso Sesane. Apparently, he had a little bit above average game. I won't blame him. The tactic was the tactic, but his long balls weren't too bad when they did work. Next man will be Captain, my Captain. Gosnat CBC.
Are qala bench.
Okay, it's a permanent. Okay, Speaking Mfethu.
Sure.
If I have to think about it, he himself, ne? If I put the game aside, he himself, he did well. Hopefully that doesn't sound weird, but he himself, he tried his best. Like, he's definitely growing in confidence in his role right now. That is the truth. I think he took a little bit more charge today. Out of every other game he's been playing, I think I will give him a 7. Sure.
I think a 7 is actually fair. To be completely honest, our entire back five didn't concede a goal again. Very important.
Yeah.
That is now how many? How many games? 11, 12, 13?
What? Clean
Conceded
sheet?
3 goals? I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I like how we're not conceding any goals. So yeah, Sabisi can deserve 7. He was a good leader at the back. And like I said in our previous player ratings, man, Sabisi when he's doing well, sometimes you don't necessarily notice because
And
he
I
cleared
actually
out a
feel
lot
like
of
today I
noise.
actually noticed him.
Yeah. So he had a good performance.
So okay.
Aye, 7. 7 sharp.
You're not 7, you sharp. Or
Mm.
in your expect review, you feel like a sharp.
I agree.
It's
It's fair.
Utimina unfair.
Yeah. And you're about
Aye.
to prove it right now.
Oh shit! It's the next man, the myth, the legend. Hold on now. I don't see. Okay. Let's hear. Oh no, we don't even have to hear. It's me. It's
I'm
me.
not gonna hear nothing from
Gion
you.
Hoto. He had to play 2 positions today. He played 90 minutes. Hawana Mwapa is the same thing so far. Guys, I think you saw a 7 under his name. Aksomofi rating. That 7 was from the previous rating. Anyway, Dion Hotto. He's left-footed, ne? Yo, bro, he played well on the left. He played well on the right. He was lively. He had a couple of bad crosses. Me, I'll only give him a bad rating, ne? For his bad moments in the game. If he doesn't work as hard as he usually does, if you know what I mean. So I'm mentioning the bad crosses to acknowledge them because people are gonna say no. Where now so and the waiter so and what. He had to play 2 positions. I actually liked him better on the right. I'll give him a solid 7.
Yeah, I'll fall more on the 6.5 for Hoto.
Mm-hmm.
I think he just above average performance. Did his job very well, especially when you needed him on the right. Then
Mm-hmm.
you, hey, Nayang Sharp is a future, you're right, and we'll learn more as things go.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to this thing of playing
Hot on
Hoto
the
on the
right.
right,
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
when we need to. But yeah, I think for the most part, Fetu had a good game. He did his job. Again, his final ball is not the best part of his game. So
Mm.
sometimes you know, lose a more level or you want to study in the game here. So yeah, I think 6.5 is a little bit more fair. A 7 is a little bit more above average than yeah. I think 6.5 is a little bit more fair for Hoto, man.
Great. Uh, I will concede because I can, yeah, I was about to say pause stuff. So pause. I'll concede 6.5 buffet to I fundamentally disagree with coach, but only by 0.5. How many points do you disagree with him with, or agree with him with? Please put your comments down below. Oh wait, thank you 6.5. Thank you Dion Hoto. Now we move on to the midfield. We will start with Mr. Cash, the man of the match. Yeah. Okay, okay. Oh no. Damn it. I'm only getting used to this now. Hotalanda. Yes, in fact, I'll just be straight up and be like, Cash, I'll give him a 7. Maybe even a 7.5. I'd need to be convinced for a 7.5, but my regular rating would be a 7. He definitely did a CDM's job in terms of breaking up play. He was breaking up play. Like, okay, yeah. In terms of breaking up play, I'll give him like a 9 in terms of breaking a play. Going forward, he's okay going forward. Usually, I think he has a ceiling when it comes to going forward. So yeah, we're not like a 7.
Uh, I'll give him a 7.5 because first of all, I don't know. You know what? Well, one thing you can count on, sorry, from Cash is he will put on the miles. He will run that engine during the 90 minutes, and
Yeah.
he definitely put in a shift. Um, a hell of a shift. He deserves man of the match. Cole, if you ask me, I think he had a very very good performance off the ball. Yeah, he cut everything out. On the ball, I think one too many things didn't work out for him in this game specifically. He lost the ball. But I think he lost the ball on 2 or 3 occasions
Yeah.
in very dangerous areas. And I don't know if it's one thing, but I think so. Yeah, I think I would like to see him doing a little bit better on the ball. We weren't as cautious, but again, Galaxy were not, to be fair, they were pressing a little bit higher than other teams. So maybe there was a little bit of thing too, or Emit said also. But I think, yeah, off the ball, I mean, on the ball, he wasn't too great this time around. So all in all, I think I'll give him 7.5 because he put in the shift for sure.
So when I'm fit to as a neutrally Nakita 7 when now order 7.5, are you saying that you know what, fuck it, let's put sorry.
Yeah.
R18. Anyway, are you saying, you know what, screw it, let's make it 7.25? Because me, I'm not going to raise it.
We'll meet in the middle, KB.
Yo, not
I don't think it's a seven.
7.25.
Yeah, I think 7 is wrong. So we'll meet in the middle. You see, this is where you would manipulate the thing and say 8 to bring it into
Yeah,
your
and I
7.5.
can see that you've already started with your mitigation process. So I'm like,
Ke
okay,
corrupted writing.
since ke bothata wena o reng he, how do we solve these kind of issues, Bafit? Okay, uh, those who like completeness, banaling OCD, but are forgive mara. Makahlene Makaula's rating for the 2-0 win against TS Galaxy on the 29th of October 2024 is 7.25, according to the Happy People TV, your Orlando Pirates fan
Yeah.
channel. Ew.
Man of the match.
Hey, man of the match, but I wish we had more time to actually unpack this game, but it is what it is. In fit. So, guys, please tell us if you want a more in-depth analysis of the game. With a comment in the comments below. Also, if you want certain types of content that we are not currently providing, then you know how it is. Comment in the comment section down below. I'm a talent, our funny talent, Mbata scorer of the first goal, and also somebody who did not last the whole game. Or am I whiling? I think he
I
got
got
some.
we fed it.
Okay, yeah,
We
yeah.
fed it. It's
Okay,
fine.
no,
It's
it's fine,
fine.
it's fine, it's fine. Yeah, I think I just remember him, Lemala Moon El Mane and whatever. Anyway, yes. Hana Hotoman. Guys, I'll get used to this. I'll
Mm-hmm.
get used to this. Marake propaganda. Anyway, I'm a talent our fan. He has a goal that already takes the 6 up already. He got into good positions. I liked him today, man. I just liked him. I think I just liked him today. Even if you look at the watch along, I think I mentioned his name a couple of times more than usual. Today was actually that kind of game where long ball goes in, nothing happens in the final third, and then it comes back to the midfield. And Bata was always the one to pick up the pieces. I'll give him a solid 7.5.
Talent and Fito, I think, had a really good game this time around.
Yeah, yeah.
He's a really good carrier of the ball, man, and he really, especially in that first half, he did that a couple of times really, really well. Um, again, end-to-end game. I saw him on the opposite end, really cutting down a few things. I think, yeah, to be honest, I think he had a better game than Cash. So I give him an 8 without discussing too many things about his performance. I think undlale the talent of Vandaag, like you said, Braga. So nna ke mo ka 8. And yeah, ke ile ke a tia he ko 8 ra ke
Yeah,
down Braga.
and the prior nane ke tshaba ho mo fa more. So
Okay.
pila le nna ne ke mo kaya 8. Yes,
Yeah.
8 for Amatalent Awafani. Well done. Good game. Good game. Okay, Buffet 2. Let us move on to the next player. It'll be KB Lamini. Very interesting game from him today. When I say interesting, is when when you get 40% on the test and you're like, interesting. I got more grand in it. I got more grand vandaag. But also, if you look at the way the game was, sometimes you watch a game, né? And then it's a certain way, or it goes a certain way. And sometimes you'll be like, I get tiki, and sometimes you're gonna blame a certain player for certain things that go on in that game. So this time, I think I'm going to point my verbal finger or my mental finger at the tactics because we were clearly playing long ball today. But with that said, the combination play in the first half was not working, and we definitely got better after he was changed. So I'll have to give him a 5.5 in my opinion. So literally a little bit below average, and also because he has been playing at such a high level. So for his standards, yeah, I would have to, if I was his manager, I would have to have a word with him, Vandag, and just be like, was it you? Was it the tactics? Was it the inside? But not satisfied. Yeah, 5.5 from my side.
I think to be honest, that's fair, man. I was thinking about going to a 6, but I think honestly 5.5 is fair. And I don't think it's so much to say that he had a bad performance, but we did miss a lot of link up play in the middle. Like it felt like Nawali Chu in the middle today. He didn't have too many touches on the ball. And okay, the few times he didn't necessarily get it wrong, but he didn't influence like he didn't influence the midfield very much. And as a result, the game. And when we made the change and Nakwe really again into his position, you could really see our midfield come back to life again, especially in that area that he was playing, in that position he was playing. So yeah, Shem, he didn't have his best of performances. I guess a 5.5 is probably a 5.5 at his standards. I don't know if we can genuinely say he had
A 5.5 game in PSL standards.
yeah, but I
Yeah.
think at the level we're playing it right now, and especially context that game, like Sheba, the way we're playing, we did have a lot of we had a lot of the ball in the middle. Not to say kind of way one ball, but because it was end to end and it was had that ping pong little effect. There were some opportunities for him to do something, and I felt like he didn't really affect the game too much. He
Yeah,
didn't play
yeah.
to his strength. So yeah, I guess 5.5 effect.
Thank you, Bobo. First time we agree. Hantle vandaag, bafethu. That is a blessing. That is a blessing. 5.5. That I think this is a player that if I was looking for comments, or if we were, or if I'm up or looking for comments, this would be the player that we comment on. If we were watching him, if we were monitoring him, or if we weren't monitoring him, this would be the game where we start monitoring him. Yo, Bob. Let's move on to Boy Wonder. Mohangota. I was about to. The thing is, then I've got this thing that I'm used to in my head of name the player's name, and right after right after that I'll be like, "Hey, coach, what do you think of this guy?" So it has messed up my whole thing.
Let's go on.
Got into some good positions today. Yazin, he had his breakthrough game, and then he had the game against Amazulu, right? So with that said, do you know? Okay, let me elaborate a little bit. Against Amazulu, he could have scored 4 or 5. He scored
6,
one
7.
brilliant one, and then the
Sure.
next one was also pretty brilliant, but not in the same way as the first one, right? And then obviously he went on to miss and miss and miss and miss and miss. I think today he had 1 or 2 opportunities, but not as clear cut as the ones he was missing. So I can't put them in the same bracket. So if it was someone else, I would have a different. You know how we just said right now with Dlamini that we have to judge him a certain way because of what he has shown us.
His standards, yeah.
His standards. Thank you. So I think I'm still looking at Entlek Wadangota's standards, and if he's having a 6 game, what is he going to do? I'm not going to judge him on those 2 goals he scored against Amazulu, right? With that said, I liked him in the first half. Our whole forward line in the first half of the second half before we made the changes was a little bit questionable. He wasn't even getting the ball that much. 7 for me. An encouraging 7. On another day, I could have given him a 6 for this. And like it probably was a 6 performance, actually. But 7 for me, yeah?
I lean towards. Okay, I'm still torn. Let me discuss it further, then we'll see what number I land on. Because first of all, off the ball, brilliant performance. Brilliant. I love it when our wings can work their side like that. Especially when they can cause problems from deep into the opponent's half, all the way to when we find ourselves defending. We can still see the
Impact.
the impact from our wingers, chasing down the ball and things like that. And I think we caused a few errors as well, just like that. So, yeah, great performance off the ball. On really when he's making some runs as well, when he's trying to find some spaces, he does that really well. I think he also had a decent game off the ball, not too much in terms of influencing the game, but his fullback that was dealing with him had a lot to deal with. And I think even in games where he's not going to produce any output in terms of like assists or goal contributions, I think things like that make a huge difference. So sometimes you'll even have a secondary assist. That being said, I think he had a 6.5, especially because he managed to play just about the whole game. His fitness levels, he carried himself pretty well throughout the entire game. So I think, yeah, man, it's getting better with each game. Not as many chances, but really good performance out there, actually.
You know what? I think you rated him from the right perspective. I agree with you. 6.5, I think, is 100% fair for the boy Wanda. So I think now it is time to move on to. I think it's about to be Presidente. Check it. And president it is. President. So first half, no? First half, he was not involved that much. Again, if you did see the watch along, not many times was he mentioned. Not many times did I see him having prolonged possession of the ball. So with that said, okay, let me not say with that said. Second half, he was in that position. He's always on the floor. Yes, that's what I remember. He was on the floor a lot. First half and first half of the second half, and he got unlocked definitely with the changes. Was he doing anything wrong the time that he was always on the floor? No, he always had 2 or 3 people around him, and the combination play today was wishy-washy. It was neither here nor there. So I wouldn't think, or I wouldn't pin that on him. So even with that goal, my rating is a 7.
Interesting.
Yeah.
My man of the match, to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not sure. There'll be at some point I'm gonna get lost, Yana, and not really rate his performance as much as I'm rating the player. So let me just get into it without wasting time. Mfukeng Mfethu ke superstar, first of all. I say like a superstar. I don't think we should. Ausana wonder kid, Ausana young boy for the future. Okay. I think he's now he's complete, man. He's established. He's complete. He's getting better with every performance.
Yeah.
He tops the league currently with goal contributions by some distance as well. I mean, chances created. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm not sure about goal contributions, but yeah, chances created.
Okay.
Mfethu, first of all, in the previous game, Nkota umropile the assist, maybe it's a 7. If you look at
he kept on saying,
chances, they were all Mfukeng, yeah, like all Mfukeng.
Yeah, that's the truth,
and
bro. That's the truth.
Mabasa umropile assist today. No, Mfethu, Mfukeng won the chances, bro.
Mabasa, honestly, for that Mabasa chance, when it comes to the current Mabasa, it wasn't guaranteed. But yeah, carry on. Yeah.
Yeah. All I'm saying is, Mufokeng is our best threat in that final third right now, and he's really rising above the rest in terms of the league. So yeah, incredible performance for me, great performance. And the goal, my goodness,
it was
Mfethu.
Class.
Wonderful performance. Nagim guy 8.5.
Nagim guy 7. When I guy 8.5. Alright, let's convene at 8 o'clock.
I cannot go sharp. Prime time, bro.
Away, Mafit. I don't know if you guys remember Mafelong on the channel. He sometimes gets onto the streams, but I feel like if he was here, he would have given him a 9. I gave him a 7. Coach gave him an 8.5. We have decided that we will convene at 8. He is a big player, and I feel like when we talk about him, we have to. I don't know what to say when we have to talk about him, but what I'm trying to say is that I would actually like your comments. I would like to see I saw something from him, coach saw another thing from him. And like he said, he's having trouble differentiating between his performance on a certain day and who he is as a player. So I would love to see your guys' rating for the boy wonder, who's apparently not a boy wonder anymore, just one of the best players in the league, which is dope, right? Which is super dope, right? And then I fade it.
Which, by the way, which leads me to, I must add, which Mufukeng must start cover fana, right? I was not the excuse.
Yeah, especially because his competition is a police. Yeah.
I got to work on one. Maram Mufukeng.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody else can raise his hand above his. Mara, yeah. Without this, it's not more coach with
No, when it comes to raising the hand, obvious.
sure.
His hand is high up there. All right, cool.
Hi,
Yeah, for
hi.
the fact that he's still being treated as a youngster. The thing is, ne, he could be thrown in,
Mm.
but bros, because you do have sometimes a situation where a coach just doesn't know how to use someone, you know? So when Bros is
Ka wara
ready,
ka Mofokeng.
akbatle
Mfame
Bros a
ground
mo
nngwe ka
kenye a
bona.
sa tsebe ho ramspanise jwang, wa nthola. So it's fine, it's fine. I hear you. Mr. Evidence, Skill Motor, how do you see how he played today, KB? Well, coach,
Hola, mama. Sure.
Mr. Coach, Skomota did some good things today, actually. To me, he had a very dope game, actually. Um,
Mhm.
I remember him screwing up once or twice, but in general, he had a good game. He had an assist that Nkota did not help him with. So,
Mm.
Ibu Baba.
Ish.
Yeah, I hope all you. With that said,
Ish.
to keep the competition up, and also because Mabasa did not impress me, vandag, nang kitlam kaya 7.
Okay, sharp. Yeah, for me that feels a little bit generous. Komodo spanning, Mara, he worked hard for spanning for me. As normal, you can always expect that. Like I'll tell you, press up there in front. He's also dope at finding like spaces. Man. Positioning is also great, and he did that again today. And unfortunately, couldn't get a goal. Couldn't get.
An
Uh,
assist?
yeah, couldn't affect the game in that sense. But the defense will go to bed tonight knowing that they had to work thanks to him. So for now, 6.5 actually, I think they had a decent performance out there.
Rock, paper, scissors, oh. Things like that.
Umufile 7, Urugaying
Ke
7
mo
you
file 7. 7 eo ke a hore he out of our attackers, ne?
Yeah.
Nobody had as much time on the ball to make a difference as much as him when he was on. So basically, in
Mm.
this long ball thing that we were playing today, he was the best of the attackers besides Mufukeng. But you know what I
Okay,
mean?
yeah, he did get us into that third, yeah, quite a few times by winning that first ball.
Sure.
Fade.
Okay, yeah,
I'll take the
thanks.
7.
Away. 7 for
Take the 7.
evidence, Mahopa. And that is the starting lineup. We are moving on to the substitutes. Our team 7 no ke change player ke ipotse hore Mr. Gibelair o tla le jwang vandag. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Next time I'll press the button. Joe Rogan has a cough button. Why is it what I did?
No.
Yeah, he tells the guests hore, if they want to cough, they must just press the button. Anyway,
Cheers.
okay, you know what? Finally, I see something different from Gilberto. The nigga put his ego aside and he said, "I'm playing football. If there's a ball clear,
Yes.
if there's a ball near to me from the opposition, I am fighting for it. If I have
Yes.
the ball, I am fighting to keep it. I'm not fighting to impress anybody. I am a team player today. Because of that, by his standards that I've been judging this whole season so far, I can give him an 8. Especially because he's part of the cavalry. Today we needed a cavalry. He was part of it. I will give Gilberto 8. Not an 8 out of 10 performance in the game. I'll give him a Gilberto Vera 8. Yeah. Team. Brian.
First of all, when I got to the betu, I'm sure it's got deep down,
Why
I'm
easy?
sure Mara.
Why easy?
Why Ushola I manage you? Anyway,
Output.
hi.
Output. I've been
I
saying it
went to
every
game.
single video
Oh,
that he's been involved in.
it's fine.
Output.
It's fine, KP. We don't want some right. It's fine. Actually,
Hangpuns.
I
Yo.
don't have to defend him.
Today Mponsise
My
something
opinion.
for a change.
Mbetu, I always say this, dog. Gilberto does really well off the ball. Like he does really well off the ball.
You have, yeah.
Keeps the defense on their toes, and they have to switch on. It's either they make a mistake or they have to play the ball really quickly. So I really like that about him, about his play. Had one or two good moments on the ball as well, which I think the more we get those from him, the better we will. He's unlucky to not get the return ball sometimes when he does start something. But again, I think over time, Batatlana, they'll be in sync with his teammates and they'll be able to read his runs a little bit better. And he'll also be able to anticipate their runs respectively. So I think Gilberto Fona, I think 8 is a bit generous to be honest. He didn't have that. Yeah, I had a 6.5 for me. Um, yeah, I still expect him. I want him to take players on, man. He did it once, and I want to see more of that. So 6.5 for me.
Eh, o
A
batlang go e
positive
bona
6.5.
Fetch, you pay your dues first sometimes, Buffett. Sorry about that. You must pay your dues. Today I saw dues being paid. Cough button coming soon. So that means we average it where Praga 7 point, Kappa 7,
I7, Braga. Oh, yeah, but
7.
7 points. You're comparing him with players who did better than him. Yeah,
That's why I get
7
sometimes.
max.
I gotta sometimes
Absolute max.
we all don't only judge on the performance, we judge on you as a player. So yeah. A 7 for Gilberto. I was impressed. I was like, yes, Gilberto, yes.
It's
Don't
coming,
just
bro. It's definitely coming.
yeah, I let it arrive. I mean, Roma Paganeer, he's a Paganeer. I've got nothing against him. Oh, I've just been wanting to see
Especially with
output.
Mofokeng being able to play that 10 role perfectly, and the fact that we can have Gilberto Mofokeng, Nkot on the
Good.
pitch, or Gilberto Mofokeng, Saleng on the pitch. Yeah, I think it's pretty dope that Mofokeng can do that. But another nod for the not so young man anymore.
My man. All right, feed. Another substitute that we brought on was oh no, I'm going straight to. Did we not have anybody else there? Because I've gone to the coach already, to the head
Mabasar
coach.
Zomrich.
Mabasa, yeah. I don't know what happened to his picture. Let me just see if there's somewhere where I missed it. Click. Gilberto. And then the coach comes up. Gio. Okay, sharp. Yes. Orenka. Cameo nyana. Yeah, sorry. I shouldn't be asking you. I should be asking myself. Ich Braga. Yeah. Yeah, your face already says it, coach.
Yeah.
I don't see which one I can give him to take him from a 5 to a 6, but it's a 5. It's a 5 for me. Especially because
No,
the last game,
Braga.
I don't think Mabasa does well off the bench, bro. I don't know. Okay, you will maybe tell me when's the last time he did, or which period of time he did. But so far for me, he's not doing too well off the bench. Unless when he's been put on, he's being put on to change the way we play to accommodate what he brings to the team. But if the team is already playing a certain way, and then he's been put on to replace Mahopa because Mahopa's tired or whatever, and we just need the next striker to come on, I have lost you, coach. Was popping. Sorry for the little bit of the break. There was a technical issue. Anyway, what I was saying is that, yeah, if the team is not being shaped to his strengths and he's just a cog, especially coming on as a cog, little bit questionable. I didn't mention it because we didn't do player ratings for the previous game, but I was gonna mention something like that. Yeah, 5 from me.
Aye. Zulu Seru ihlabe sikhonkosini, Brian. Yeah, a 5 performance. Eish. The less said, the better.
5 performance age is perfect. Plus, this video is about to run out of time, so
Yeah, no, the less said, the better, man. Chin
yeah,
up, Mabasa. We look forward to seeing better performances. Yeah,
Ibo
just not one of those nights.
just not one of those nights. And he's got big standards that he he needs to live up to. But no, it's all good. So I just need to double check. Yes, Paseka Mako. Ke kopa KP I'm of a rating. Mako played well. Shame, dude. He played well, bro. Shake him fit too.
Computer.
Shake him fit too. Yo, I don't want to say too much, but well played. Well played. I like it. I'll give him a 7.5. Winner?
Hey, computer fit, it's so good to have him back, bro. You know, we must remember that when he's fully fit, match fit, and everything is running well, he's the best left back in the country. Let's never forget that. So, great performance from Marco. We look forward to having you play like that, man.
Yeah.
Good to have him back. 7 from my side.
How about to consider 7.5 prior?
Players at Kalang game, ratings, so you must do some incredible things, man.
Sorry.
In my
Listen,
opinion.
if he comes on and he does nothing, it gets a 6. If he comes on and he
We
does
never
well,
agreed on that, remember?
what am coach
7, Prague.
Hey, but what's serious? Get ratings and so on. This is another polarizing yana one, buffet too. And also, we are working on our ratings formula. If you guys have any suggestions, what do you guys think a 6 should be? What do you guys think a 5 should be? For starting players and for substitutes, because for some reason coach wants to differentiate them, and they don't have to be differentiated. If you come on 90 minutes and then the game ends at 92 minutes and you haven't touched the ball, you're getting a 6, in my opinion.
What?
Ke 6 average kore
That's
o
no,
fitlile
average is 5, Prague.
spaneng okay in spanning
Prague.
also jese.
Let's continue with the video. Please,
Yeah.
guys, help us.
Please help
Kopala
us.
motsa KP uri ntse e buang here.
Aktsebe mathematics prior eh otsini
I ke botse dingata ba tla thusa mapagane ya se nna fela.
rase botsa prior ka umkaya bokae. No, you don't have to tell me re mokaya bokae. Re nna go jwetsa re mokaya bokae. Well, ke mokaya bokae. Rase botsa mfethu, he went unnoticed by me. Aktsebe ha bine nna ka di thumbnail kapa di what but nna personally unnoticed. I can't mmona nix. And for me that would mean 6. When I was in the prior.
First of all, how many minutes did he play, Rasimucha?
I can't believe.
Yo, that was the last change. He came on from quarter, wasn't he?
I'll get check it. I'm fit. Rasibocha, he registered. Is that your rating coming up with your hand there?
It's pending. Game is to confirm the minutes that he played.
Yeah. Don't do that, KP. You know Rasibocha, how can check out the pictures I Google he's an artist. Or am I?
Yes, I wouldn't be shocked if I read into it. Yeah.
Rasibocha looks like he's gonna be dropping an album, dog. Okay, Google but do you remember who he came on for? He came on from Kota, you did say.
I think he came on from quarter to 5. I didn't have much to do.
Let's not talk. Yeah, or let's not do
Yeah.
too much research. 5. And I say 6. Bro, so we're actually giving him the same rating. It's just that we have different numbers for it.
Yes, correct. Correct. It's fine. We'll call this one down the middle. But I'll choose someone.
I say it's a 6, coach says it's a 5, but because we're happy, 6 out of 6 and 6 points ahead, I'll give coach what he wants. I'll give Mr. Coach SA what he wants. Don't give me a rating on Rasibocha. That's too much. That's hard work. To give me a rating on Rasibocha, so with that said, that is all our substitutes. It seems like the way I put together the players, Jose was a little bit behind. So let me go to him. There he is. Let me switch off the number that I gave everybody. Our beloved head coach who plays a Spanish guitar. Tactics wise, I honestly didn't like the tactics. Why did we play so much long ball against TS Galaxy? I haven't been watching TS Galaxy. It could have been a tactic that makes sense as a tactician, sure. We had less of the ball, we had less touches. If we ended up with more touches at the end of the game, then that was maybe after the changes. But with that said, we did make good changes, so in-game management was dope. So I'll give him a 7, maybe 7.5 if I'm convinced otherwise.
Okay. I'll start by agreeing. Actually, I think 7.5. My reason is that I think historically we don't do well against. We haven't done well against Galaxy, especially go Mpumalanga. So it was very important to get the players in the right mindset to continue the same way we are approaching games and making sure we're going there to play the game as it is and get maximum points. So that on that front, I think it did well. I think TS Galaxy didn't let us play our usual game. I think Lewana, because it was their first home game of the season, they tried to
First
play
home
as
game.
opposed to sitting. Yeah,
Emanyana.
they had their first home game this season.
Buffett. How many games have they played? Okay,
I think
carry on.
five.
I'm just looking around the internet. Carry on, please.
Either that their first home game or they've been playing a string of away games. But anyway, haven't gotten any good results all along, and they really rose to the occasion. Unfortunately, they really just weren't good enough on the side. But anyway, I'm digressing. My point is that they weren't exactly a walkover, even though they had many issues in their game. So I think Jose in that
I
part
think that's our
adapted pretty
fault.
well, especially in the second half, making changes. So I think he adapted pretty well. Yeah, 7.5. I think he did a pretty good job, man.
Okay, yeah. And Jose, we trust at the end of the day. Thank you very much. 7.5. I'm happy that we are on the same page when it comes to our beloved Jose Rivero. We have run out of time, ne? And I really wish we could spend a little bit more time talking about the officiating that we witnessed in the game today. Referee today for me, it was more personal for the ref. He was not judging objectively, especially because I actually believe Galaxy deserved a penalty. And instead of at least saying no penalty, he gives the guy a yellow card. The first yellow card he gave him was for getting onto the field illegally. And then he gives him a yellow card for diving that he didn't do. So if you're shame, dog, poor guy. Ke mang sebelebele. No, o had to.
Okay.
There was contact. There was definitely ba mo hatile. If ba mo hata, it wasn't a dive. Young tall. Maybe he tried to buy the penalty. Yeah, ona rwa reka for reka for nna is not is not a yellow card offense. Na ho reka osnazaga, ho zama ho reka osnazaga is a yellow card offense. But he
Clear
had
and obvious simulation, bruh.
yeah, that when you buy a penalty, it's because you are anticipating contact because the person who you are playing with is making a move to make contact with you, where the ball is not close. The ball wasn't close. It was a later Nyana challenge, and if my eyes work correctly, there was contact. And as a referee, if I gave you a yellow card for a throw in, ne? I was in your game. Got fell on puppets. Or puppets are the rules that you're not supposed to come on without me telling you, okay, sharp. And then sorry, and then that happens. I'm not gonna give you a second yellow and mess up your next game and make headlines of you and all of that for that. So officiating Namfi to the rest of the game, and the linesmen were decent. So I'll give it a 5.5. The officiating, the officiating overall was probably a 6.5, but that whole thing just gave me that personal thing, and I don't like it when referees get personal. So I'll drop it down to a 5.5.
Okay, Fede. Nna nka se spend nako telele haholo mo bona bao. I think the refs had a 6 game for me. I don't necessarily agree with penalty, but Fede, I think more often you don't expect yellow cards for simulation to be given, but yeah, he'll probably feel a little bit hard done by especially that decision, considering what Ragazzi is gonna miss the following game and so on and so forth. But yeah, apart from that, I think they're a decent game, man. Yeah, I'm not gonna dwell too much on that. It happens. It's not too big of an error, if you ask me. Yeah, I'm
Allow
sticking
the
with my six point
5.5,
five.
coach. Allow it,
Peace.
blood. Allow it.
Nope.
5.25 it is. Because I ain't budging from this one. Do you know why I'm not budging? I want people
Why?
who end up watching this who either A, didn't see the game, or B, didn't have a big opinion, for them to actually go re-look at that penalty. So if we give them a 6,
Sure.
they might not look at it again. It looks like the referees did their job. And for now, they did exactly what I don't want referees to do. Especially Resna VAR. So I want at least decisions to be tried to be made objectively. And that is the opposite of what I saw from that. As soon as I remember beginning of the game, or
Oh,
in the beginning stages of the game, there were calls and stuff. But what TSC were harassing the ref. He was being harassed. I got Elan too, and every chance he got, he was harsh as hell. And I don't like that. And so that's why I give him such
I
a.
feel.
So, Labon number 5.25. We mean it when you say 5.25.
Sure. It's
Happy People
necessary.
TV, Orlando Pirates fan channel. This is your host KB with my partner Coach. This was your player ratings for the 2-0 win. Orlando Pirates away from home against TS Galaxy. We are now 6 points ahead of Mamelodi Sundowns. They do have a game in hand, with that said, but we are top of the log. I'm just going to give you a quick rundown. We have played 6 games, won 6, scored 12, conceded 2. We have a goal difference of 10, and we have 18 points. How can I tell the math? 6 times 3 is called 18. And we are doing well. Please, everybody, pray for Mamelodi Sundowns. And then this is.
Speaking of praying for Mlersanda, so lang tato mo ngora was panerang club yo.
Yo, my camera just
Yela
died.
mutlo
This is a good
are
place to end the video. We out of here.
ki hold on.
Okay.
Ho nang tato mo ko Sundowns la o itseng Pirates. Apparently we always struggle against small teams. That's all, bra. Like say you made a small team of one guy.
Okay, with that said, I need your final thoughts.
6 points clear, your move, Sundowns.